teach you 3 simple steps called reach, relate, and recruit so that you can begin exploding your engagement and how many followers you have that are going to turn into qualified prospects. At the end, I'm going to give you a Instagram daily method of operation so you know exactly what to do if you have 30 minutes to an hour a day to invest into this exploding platform. Now, I had a lot of people, Eric, asking me, should I abandon Facebook, or what is the next platform to go to? And this is not about putting aside Facebook. In fact, a lot of the things that you've already mastered using social media and Facebook translates well to Instagram, but we've got to go where the people are. And right now we're looking at this amazing social media app that's growing 50% faster than social media in general, with over 1 billion active monthly users. And the average user right now is spending almost an hour a day on Instagram. And this is the stat that blew me away. 3/4 of Instagram users say that they have bought something or purchased something off the app. Guys, doesn't it make sense? If people are spending money while on a social media app, they're swiping up, they're investing, they're looking into information about products, we want to go in front of that traffic and stand in front of it with our message. Now, I want to share some basics, but because of the time, I want you guys to understand I can't teach you like the ins and outs of the app and all the little buttons and where to go and do filters or posts or reels. All of this is available on YouTube. And this is the amazing lie of entrepreneurs. In fact, it's the number one lie that I hear from any business owner is, I don't know how. I don't know how to do Instagram. I don't know how to do Facebook. I don't know how to invite, present, recruit, close. Guys, there's so many trainings available, whether investing through GoPro or even simple things like learning an app on YouTube. Become a student. Here's the basics I want you to set up, and that is your profile. You want a great photo, something that's clear, a nice headshot, some power words that describe your brand, kind of the things that you're going to be posting or talking about, what your followers can expect from you, and you want to link to your replicated website. Now, I'm going to share with you a hot tip. I just recently started using something called Linktree, and it's this nice little, you can kind of see it's a couple of different links all stacked together, hence the name, and it's a way for you to bucket several links. So imagine you could have your company website, you could have a presentation, a sizzle video, you could have your calendar for somebody to book a call with you or to order maybe samples. There's a whole lot of things, a blog post that you wrote or a YouTube video that you just shot. Use Linktree if you want to point your followers to multiple links. Now, once you've got your profile set up, I want you guys to follow this strategy. In fact, say this in the comments right now: reach, relate, and recruit. Reach, relate, and recruit. These 3 simple steps over the last year has turned my Instagram from dead as a door, like so tired, no engagement, no new followers, flatlined at 3,000 followers, 2,900 to be exact, to now over 26,000 followers. I went from virtually no likes on a photo to hundreds of likes or even thousands. Now, if we're going to reach, we have to go in front of where people are. We got to find your perfect prospect as a network marketer. This is a time for you guys to invest in the recordings, go back to this replay, pause, and grab a pen and paper and write down some ideas. Brainstorm. Your perfect prospect, your ideal distributor, the next superstar, diamond, elite, ambassador that's in your team. Who are they? Who do they follow? What are their interests? Where do they congregate? Where do they check in on social media? Where do they shop? Where do they eat? Where do they frequent? Also, what are the things that they like to do? Influencers, places, and hashtags. This is where we're going to find your peeps. So this is how we're going to grow your following and reach more people. First, we're going to look up influencers. Let's say, for example, you are big into plant-based or vegan lifestyle. I know a lot of people are really into that. Not my cup of tea. I like bacon, but you do you, boo-boo. You can go to something like an influencer like Dr. McGregor, who's the founder of nutritionfacts.org. You can go to his page, and if you guys will notice, there's over 600,000 followers. You can click on that number, and you can actually see every single Instagram user that's following Dr. McGregor. And so, Dr. McGregor, you can actually go and follow them, send them a message, just like a friend request on Facebook, and guess what? Many of them will follow you back. So you send a follow, send a little DM, say, hey, great to connect, and a lot of them will follow you back. if you're into plant-based living, do that. But you can do that with any influencer in any category that's, aligned with your brand. Now, another way to reach more people and to grow your following is to look up places. Here's a great example. I used to live in Scottsdale, Arizona. And one of my favorite things, I'm in wellness, I'm in health and nutrition. So I would check out places like True Food Kitchen. If you guys have ever been to True Food, it's a really delicious, non-GMO, organic, really crunchy kind of restaurant. But think about it. If you're into that kind of lifestyle, if your products or your services are aligned with that lifestyle, the people that are checking in at True Food might be your ideal customer. So go there, go follow those people, send them a message, and connect and build some friendships. Another way to find people is through hashtags. Let's say that you're into the ketogenic diet or you're selling exogenous ketones. You can look up things like keto or ketogenic or whatever, and you can find people that are posting recipes, ideas, tips, strategies. If they're already following a keto diet, maybe they'd want your supplements. Guys, you can do this for travel, for legal, for any sort of service, product, health, whatever it is. You can look up hashtags for your ideal prospect. You go follow them, you send them a message, you build rapport, and a lot of them are going to follow you back. Now, one of the biggest ways that I've gone from 3,000 followers to 26,000 has been posting frequently. In fact, if you really want to hyper momentum your growth on Instagram, I post a minimum of 3 times a day. Every time I post, I actually add a location, whether it be like a city. Like right now I'm in Sedona, Arizona. But I might even, take somewhere else, or I'll even switch up like a local hotspot. I might take myself at different churches or coffee shops or venues or whatever, trying to reach people that are searching that area. Now, I always hashtag my posts, and this is super important, guys. If you want to reach and grow your following, this was the mistake. Holy moly, I made this for years. The mistake that I made was I was not hashtagging. I want to show you guys an example. Here's a faith-based post that I did a little while back, and it was just a really simple little quote. She talked to God daily, and that's what made her lovely. Then I did 30 hashtags in the comments, and if you guys will notice in insights, so this is like the back end of Instagram, it tells you where people are coming from. It looks like here that over, 1,600 people of the 3,000 that it reached, 1,600 came from the hashtags. So these are people, 55% of the people that saw this post were not already following me. So they found me through that hashtag. Here's another one. This was actually just a week ago, and I posted a political meme. This reached over 30,000 people, and this has been very effective for me to post relevant information of things that are happening in the world today. Guys, look at this. Over 30,000 accounts it reached, but over 20,000 of them came from the hashtags. So guys, what's your big takeaway from reaching more people? Hashtags. You got to hashtag every single post, and you got to vary it up every single time. Now, the next step after reaching people is to build rapport, and we do that by relating. We relate through being vulnerable. A lot of people will make the mistake of thinking, I can't recruit somebody because I'm not successful yet. Ultimately, guys, you got to start where you are with what you have. Bring people on the journey with you. Nobody wants to see somebody go from 0 to 0 to 0, but show them from you going from 0 to hero. You want to add value, become a thought leader in your space. And I would encourage you, if it's your cup of tea, to be a bit polarizing. I have always been a little bit polarizing, meaning a little out of the box thinking in my beliefs, in my posts, in my brand. I shout Jesus from the rooftops, and that has attracted a lot of like-minded people inside of my organization and, of course, inside of my following. And also, I build rapport through using my Instagram stories as a reality show. It's my behind-the-scenes aspect of my life with my husband and my traveling and my dogs. Now, because of the time limits here today, I don't have the amount necessary to teach you guys exactly how to build this unshakable rapport. But I talked to Eric today and I said, listen, I'd love to record. I have a very special training. It's $197 value that I'm going to put inside for those of you guys who are purchasing Virtual Go Pro. You can get access to this content creation so that you never wonder what to post, that you're focused, that you're on brand. If you guys can get excited about this, drop a 1 in the comments below. This is going to be your exclusive bonus, and I'll share with you guys how I use this content creation strategy to garnish 350,000 total followers on Facebook and Instagram. Now let's talk about recruiting. Let's recruit using stories. This is my number one lead generator right now, is I start a conversation. So I might start a conversation amongst one of our product lines, hair care, anti-aging. Think about whatever product that you have right now. Start a conversation or ask a question. Then I'll post a lot of before and afters or social proof or stories, and then end with a call to action. Hey, who wants more information? Drop your cell phone in the comment below and I'll text you details. And what happens? Ding, 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 ding. Guys, you can almost hear it. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. It's like money coming just from starting a conversation, using social proof, and then having a call to action. Give me your phone number. Vote yes or yes. I mean, have something at the end that says like they're opting in for you to contact them to get information. Now, I also recruit using stories highlighting my team's success on a very FTC compliant way. I always share my income disclosure. I never do anything like egregious or anything like that because your company has compliance training, hopefully. But we share what we're using our business for or the blessings that is happening in our life. When we're at events or when we have team recognition or rank advancements, I share those all the time. I'm constantly putting them on my stories, so people are like, social proof. Oh my gosh, people are winning there. Are you highlighting your team's success stories, your cross-line success stories, your upline success stories? Guys, show them that if they join you, that they're going to see success if they put in the work. Now, here's some more story ideas of how to recruit. I do things like I'll post stories of when I do team calls or mentoring Zooms or when I'm on trainings like this. But my proven method has been starting with a question or a topic and then story, call to action. Before and after, before and after, before and after, call to action. Social proof, call to action. And I'll put 20 in a row. In fact, I think I'm one of the #1 sellers of one of the product lines in our company because I've created a result with it, but I'm constantly on my stories talking about that product line. Now, another great way of recruiting is to put your stories in what's called a highlight. These highlights are little bucketed archive stories. So they're from days ago or weeks ago or even years ago, and I created different highlights for my different product lines. I want you guys to think about what you could do on your Instagram today to highlight your different product lines, services, or opportunity. And guys, there's great tutorials that teach you how to set this up, but it's pretty simple. And I have sales come in all the time on my Instagram. People saw like my weight loss highlight 18 months ago. So it just is a way for you to get some evergreen sales happening. And lastly, recruit doing posts. About once a week, I curate a post that has a story and a strong call to action. Something either about the product or the business. And I always choose a really great photo with a really compelling storyline, right? And I always say, hey, drop the word info, drop the emoji, or drop the word video, and then you follow up and you get them to a presentation. Now, again, I have so much to share with you. I want to share with you guys my favorite apps to make your photos beautiful. Some of the common mistakes that you guys are doing in content creation that's hurting your recruiting. But you guys got to make sure that you register for Go Pro to get that training. Here's how we're going to close. Every day, you got 30 minutes, you can become an Instagram influencer. You got 60 minutes, we can supercharge this result if we're focused. Reach, relate, and recruit. You want to follow 25 to 50 new accounts every day that align with your perfect prospect, your ideal customer or distributor. Post at least 3 times a day with 30 hashtags maximum in the caption under every single post. This is and you always want to change it up every day. Don't use the same hashtags over and over. You'll be shadow banned. Then relate. Do at least one Instagram story a day, but I recommend doing them all throughout the day. Tell stories through your posts. Add value. Be inspiring. And talk to them like they're your friend. Get to know them. Invite them to engage with your brand. And then lastly is recruiting. make sure that at least once or twice a week, you're curating stories and posts that are going to drive people to asking for information about what it is that you do. Guys, for years, I was struggling on Instagram. I was stuck at 2,900 followers. I began to do this exact play, and I've, 6x'd my results, and I'm recruiting I recruited like 9 people last month off of Instagram. So in closing, from GoPro and all of us, we're so ready to watch you guys fly. Make sure you guys registered and check out all of those bonuses. And if you like this training, tag Eric, tag myself, tag all of your favorite trainings for this week. It's been such an honor to be here. And back to you, Eric.
Thank you so much.